Hi everyone, welcome back to the 12 Days of Christmas 2016, Day 3. It's Justine, and today we're going to be featuring products from Lawn Fawn and some really fun Christmas die cutting. There's also a giveaway at the end of the video, so stay along for that, please. Now, to get started, I'm going to be cutting a piece of pattern paper as well as 2 pieces of white cardstock. If you don't have stitched rectangle dies, you can simply cut out rectangles using your paper trimmer. I just like to add the stitching to the edge of my paper to add a little bit of interest to the card itself. I'm going to get all my die cutting out of the way in the beginning of the video for the beginning of the card because I already have in mind what I'm going to be creating. So again, just cut one piece of patterned paper the size of a card panel, so 4 by 5 1/4, and then I cut 2 pieces of white cardstock in the same width. I'm going to be cutting using this little town border die, and I'm going to be cutting these at 2 different lengths using the 2 pieces of white paper. So the first one I placed about 1 inch to 1.5 inches up to the top, and the second one I'm going to place slightly higher. This is going to add some layers to my card and make it look really cool. Now, taking that patterned paper, you're going to be adding your sentiment right now, and I'm using the Merry Messages stamp from the Merry Messages stamp, this sentiment here. This is the set and it's really great, and I'm going to be using it throughout the series for the insides of my cards. I personally think it's really important to stick to your style. So a lot of the times you think of Lawn Fawn and you think of cutesy critter stamps. So do I, and I absolutely love them. But my style fits more with the sentiments and the dies. I think they're really elegant and truly beautiful. And you can use a critter on these as well. Add some penguins for some added fun, or you could add any sort of winter animal. So I'm going to white heat emboss this sentiment here on my patterned paper, and I think it looks really stunning against the gray background. This pattern paper unfortunately is retired. However, I'm sure there's many papers that are available on the market that are like this, or something like a wood panel design would look really nice as well. So I'm going to grab my heat tool from Ranger and I'm just going to heat emboss this, and once it's all glossy and shiny, it won't wipe off anymore and it will be all set and ready to go. Embossing powder are just tiny pieces of plastic, so when they melt like plastic and they give a glossy coat. The last thing I need to do is just put all my cards together, or all my panels. So I'm going to fold my card base. I now have an A2 size card which measures 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 with a top fold. And I'm going to add my patterned paper along with my sentiment onto the front of the card. On the video you can't really see the stitching of the rectangle, but I think it just adds a little something to the card. Next I'm going to add my highest snowbank filled with those little town borders, and then I'm going to add the second panel as well, but this time I'm going to add a little bit using some 3D foam tape. I'm using some 3D foam tape from Simon Says Stamp. Although it's not my favorite foam tape, I have to say, because it's a little hard to peel off, as you can see, it is my favorite in the sense that it doesn't add any extra shipping to me because it is a very thin and subtle 3D tape, which you don't find a lot of. So after I finished peeling off those backgrounds, or those tape, I just stuck those onto the card, and I felt like it just needed a little bit of embellishment. So I grabbed some of my Nouveau drops, and these are going to be really subtle against the pattern paper, but I grabbed some white blizzard and the silver one, and I just added some little snowflakes that are going to dry as enamel dots. These take about 20 minutes to dry, but they're my favorite new embellishment this year. You just simply put the tip to the card and squeeze, and it'll come out as a perfect circle every time. So that marks the end of today's card tutorial. We are having a giveaway, and Lawn Fawn is sending me some product to send out to you, so I'm going to call it a mystery bundle because I don't even know what's arriving. So just leave a comment on my video here in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and just let me know what your favorite Christmas color is. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for another video for the 12 days.